HP, Hyper Points, rewards given to you by the system for inviting families and friends. HRP, Hyper Rewards Point, conversion of your Hyper Points in rewards called Hyper Rewards Point with value between $5 to $20 depending on your level. The pool income is paid to you from level 5 to level 12 accounts weekly for 50 weeks. You need to do 4% of your previous business to be eligible for pool income. On top of that, you receive 5% referral bonus for each person you invite to join HYPERONE. And the last one is the trip to Dubai for networking and meeting with top leadership members of HYPERONE. Only level 7 to level 12 are qualified for that. You need to know that H1 to H1 transfers are available between members, and withdrawal of H1 is possible only on HOT. HU to HU transfers are available, and also withdrawal from HU to Hcash. Secure H1 button will be available for single account to collect H1 one time. So when we come back to the table, when we look at membership account only receive H1 every day for 400 days. So initial benefits. Below are some of the main benefits you get from a $100 subscription of Hyper NFT package. Subscribing to Hyper NFT package worth 100 generates 0.5 H1 units every day for 400 days. And the value of one H1 equal 1 USD. Users will be able to collect all H1 units at once through the secure H1 button in their package. H1 units received can be transferred peer-to-peer or withdrawn in HYPERONE token. So this is very interesting. The H1 you get every day just by being a member, you can withdraw that in HOT. And anytime the HOT value goes up, you are getting more. Let's say the HOT value goes 2x or 3x. So that means you will make 2 times or 3 times your money you are getting daily. First of all, let's take a look at what a membership account looks like. So this is a membership account. No referral. It's a single account with no left and no right. So if you have this kind of account, you get 0.5 H1 daily from the membership package. Coming back to the table again, we take a look at different levels. We see that level 1 to level 12, some people are getting rewards and others are not getting to a certain level. So how do you determine your level so that you know what are the rewards you are getting? We go to the qualification criteria. For a level 1 account, you need 1 Hyper NFT miner on your left and 1 Hyper NFT miner on your right. So how does that look like? This is how a level 1 account look like. 1 left, 1 right. According to the table, 1 Hyper NFT on the left and 1 Hyper NFT on the right. So a level 2 account needs 3 level 1 left and 3 level 1 right. We go to the image here. You see level 2 has 3 accounts of level 1 on the left and 3 of level 1 on the right. How do we calculate that? So let's take a look at the first line. He has 2 people under him, and those people directly, they have each of them 2 people. So they are qualified for level 1. And at their turn, those 2 people have also 2 people under them. So we go from a range of 2 people to 4 people to 8 down. So each time they go 2 by 2, it makes them level 1 accounts. So when you count the number of level 1 account on your left and it's equal to 3, and on your right it's equal to 3, it makes you directly a level 1 account. So the person on the top is a level 2 account. The same goes to level 3. On the table, it said level 3 account needs 7 level 1 on the left and 7 level 1 on the right. That's here. So if you are looking to understand that level 3, you go straight to this. And you also calculate again. So the first person, we take an example, that's you. And on the first line, you have 2 people. When you look at those 2 people, they have 2 people under them. Each of them has 2 people. That makes it from 2 people, we now have 4 people on the next line. After those 4 people, you see that those 4 people, each of them has now 2 people under them, which makes it 8. Until the last line where we have 16 people, because the 8 people have each of them 2 people under them. So this is how you calculate the number of level 1 on each of your side to know which level you qualified for. The same goes to level 4 and level 5. So on this chart, you see that only green accounts are eligible for 0.5 H1 daily. Why? Because accounts A, B, C, E, F, G, and H are already receiving other bonus from the system. If one account is receiving other bonus for the system, they do not receive H1. They keep receiving binary bonus. So only green account will generate to account A 0.5 daily. So if account A wants to know how many H1 he's receiving daily, it will not count the yellow accounts. It will only count the green accounts. So we have in total 8 green accounts multiplied by 0.5. So account A will receive 4 H1 per day. Here, A is level 2 qualifier. It has 3 level 1 on the left, B, E, and F, and 3 level 1 on the right, C, G, and H. So B, C, E, F, J, and H are level 1 qualifiers. So each of these are level 1 qualifiers. And when we calculate, it's 3 on each side, which make account A level 2 qualifiers. We can go back to the table and check that. So when we look at the table, level 2 needs 3 level 1 on the left and 3 level 1 on the right. That's why we have A as a level 2 account. So now let's take a look at how you make more money from the binary system. HYPERONE Wealth, 2 team matching incentive. The HYPERONE Wealth program features a 2 binary system known as left team and right team. So this is what is shown here on level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, and level 5. 2 team matching incentive. The HYPER point on both teams are equally matched daily with payments made in HYPER units, daily depending on the value of HYPERONE rewards points. HYPERONE points remaining on stronger teams accounts will be accrued on next reward calculation. Each referred account that subscribed to the 100 package of Hyper NFT will be counted as 100 Hyper points. So when we go back to the first table here, for example, level 1 is receiving H1 every day. On top of that is receiving HU, and HU is said to be paid for ranking. And how do you calculate the HU you are receiving? First, when you invite someone left and right, each person on the left and each person on the right gives you 100 hyper point. So let's say on this account level 1, The person on the left joined with a 100 package. So the system will reward account 1 with 100 hyper points. The person on the right also joined with 100 package. The system will reward you on the top with 100 hyper points. So the matching of those two 100 hyper points will give you 1 hyper rewards points. Let's take a look at this here. So the blue account, we take an example, that's you, and you have 3 accounts on your left and 7 accounts on your right. The left team has 3 hyper points and the right team has 7 hyper points. So we are calculating each person under you give you 100. So if you have 3 person on the left, it gives you 300 hyper points, and 7 person on your right give you 7 hyper points. That's shown here on the table. You see HP. That's what we are talking about. So 300 hyper points will match for both teams, which generate 3 hyper rewards points, leaving the right team with 400 hyper points remaining. The remaining 400 hyper points will generate hyper rewards points once the left team will have more hyper points. So anytime there is a matching 100 on each side, it gives you 1 hyper rewards point. And those hyper rewards points has value. On this case, we have a matching of 300 hyper points. So the stronger leg and the weaker leg will do a matching based on what you have on your weaker leg. And here the weaker one is the left side with 300 hyper points. So you get 3 hyper rewards points. And you need to determine the value of those hyper reward points. So it's clear that you will be asking yourself, what's the value of those hyper reward points that I'm getting? So we will explain that here. HYPERONE Wealth explains, each referred account that subscribed to 100 package of Hyper NFT will be counted as 1 hyper point. Like I said, each person that joined under you with 100 package of Hyper NFT, the system will give you 100 hyper points. With each hyper reward point, you can earn between $5 to $20 depending on your HYPERONE NFT mining level. Earn up to 1,200 daily according to your HYPERONE NFT mining level. HYPERONE NFT miners can purchase NFT mining package from level 1 to level 5 directly from the HYPERONE dashboard. So you've noticed that here we stop at level 5 because only level 1 to level 5 are available on our platform right now. Here again, we take a look at the qualification criteria. So here, after calculating the hyper points you get on each side, when you do the matching, you get hyper rewards points. And those hyper rewards points have value that you need to determine. To determine that, you need to know what is your qualification criteria. You come to this table and you determine which level you are at. And from that, we go straight to the HYPERONE ends max out. This is where you will know exactly what's the reason for the company to be giving you hyper points that are converted to hyper reward point, and those hyper reward points has value. So as you grow and achieve greater aids with us, you will be overwhelmed with continued rewards and benefits. HYPERONE ends max out is paid in hyper units. So when we go back to the table, you will see here, after the H1, you are getting hyper units. But those hyper units are determined from the hyper points, HP, and hyper reward points, HRP. So your hyper unit that you receive can be either transferred peer-to-peer or cash out. Hyper1 earns max out is paid in Hyper units on daily basis based on your mining level. So you go to this table and you check the value of your Hyper rewards points. From level 1 to level 4, the value of your Hyper rewards point equal $5. And the value increased from level 5 to level 12, where you get $20 as your value of Hyper rewards points. And for that, you can make up to 1,200 daily. So before you reach out to this table, you need to determine how many Hyper points you have, and you do the matching for the Hyper rewards points. And depending on your number of Hyper rewards points, you go to that table to find out how much in dollars you are getting or how much in HU you will be getting. So for this example, we have 3 Hyper rewards points. We go straight to this and we determine our level. So it's clear that we are eligible for a level 1 account. Then we go to this table. We look number 1, level 1, $5. So we will receive in total 5 times 3 Hyper rewards point, which is equal to 15. Just to remind you, we got 3 Hyper rewards point here. The next one is the Hyper1 NFT miner staking rewards. For that, depending on your level 2, you can get paid up to 1,000 daily. So we go straight to the table. Depending on your level, from level 1 to level 12, you get paid every day. Only level 1 get paid up to 350 days. Level 2 to level 12 get paid 245 days. And the maximum you can get on level 12 is 224,000 USD. The next reward is the Hyper royalty. 10% of the total Hyper1 NFT weekly sales volume is shared among top level achievers. Hyper1 royalty will be paid weekly in Hyper units based on the mining level you've achieved. Hyper1 royalty will be paid for 50 weeks. After repurchase, it's valid for another 50 weeks. So that means if you purchase your package and you are available for royalty payment, let's say your package expires. Once you renew it, you will start receiving the royalty payment again. Also notice that royalty payment is paid only to level 5 to level 12 members. Level 1 to level 4 do not qualify for weekly royalty payment. Level 5 to level 11 receive 1% and level 12 receive 3%. So when we go back to the table here, you can see that on the pool income side, it starts with level 5. So level 5 to level 12, you get paid the pool income every week. Let's now take a look at the different wallets. We have in total 6 wallets, 3 wallets to receive payments and 3 wallets just for transaction history and information. The first one is Hyper1 wallet. This is the main wallet in which you will have all daily and weekly income credited in HU. So if you are receiving binary payments every day, this is where you will receive it. H1 wallet. All accounts eligible for 0.5 USDT worth of Hyper NFT mining income every day will be paid in H1. You can claim H1 through the secure H1 button in the main account. And also, one H1 value equal 1 USD. The next 3 accounts are just for transaction history and information. HYPERONE ends max out wallet. Binary income will be shown in this wallet on daily basis with transaction history and information about qualified level it's credited on. HYPERONE NFT miners staking wallets will be shown in this wallet on daily basis with transaction history and information about qualified level it's credited on. HYPERONE royalty wallets. Pool income will show in this wallet with weekly activities details. HYPERUNIT wallet. This wallet will have USDT TRC20 wallet address for all users to deposit USDT and then convert it to HU. 1 USDT equals 1 HU. So basically, if you are joining HYPERONE after registration, if you want to buy membership, you go to HYPERUNIT wallet, you deposit your USDT TRC20 that you will convert to HU in order to buy your membership. Package resubscription and upgrades are possible only through HYPERONE wallet or HYPERUNIT wallet. So the first wallet and the last wallet are the wallets through which you can resubscribe or upgrade your account. Now let's take a look at transfers and withdrawal. Transfers between members are available for 1% fee in HYPERUNIT. Let's say you are withdrawing 100 HYPERUNIT. You will be paying 1% fee. Transfer. Withdrawal side, we have two options, 10% fee in HOT or 0% fee. In order to receive 0% fee, you need to stake the equivalent of the amount you are looking to withdraw. So let's say you don't want to pay the fee, so 0% fee, and you are withdrawing 100 USD. Your account value should be equal to 100 also. So this staking will be available for 90 days. So let's say you are withdrawing 100. You need to stake 100 and that 100 will be in staking for 90 days. For those 90 days, any amount you are withdrawing equal or under 100 will be with 0% fee. In case you don't want to go through the staking side, you pay 10% in HOT. That means in your H1 wallet, you need to have 10% of the amount you are looking to withdraw. Let's say we are withdrawing 100, and in our H1 wallet, we need to have 10%. That means 10 H1 in the H1 wallet in order to withdraw freely. So one also interesting thing is to know that anytime the value of HOT increase, the daily payment you are receiving also will increase. That's just an example that we are showing for HOT value. So first, let's look at on membership, you are getting 0.5 H1 daily. Level 1 is receiving 1, level 2 is receiving 4, level 3 is receiving 8, level 4 is receiving 16, and level 5, 32. So this is payment in H1. It does not mean it's in HOT. So, but you have the option. You are receiving in H1, you can withdraw that in HOT. That means you will have some HOT in your back office. So if you have that, anytime the value of the HOT grow, your income also will grow. So on membership side, let's say you are receiving 0.5 daily and you withdraw that to HOT. When the HOT do 2x, you will go from 0.5 to 1. If it does 3x, you go to $2 instead of $0.5. If it does 100x, your 0.5 goes to $50, and so on and so forth. Thank you for your attention. I will come back to the first table. So basically, When you are joining HYPERONE, you can either choose to buy a one-time package without having to invite anyone to join the network. That's on the membership side. And membership can be purchased for level 1, level 2 until level 12. You will still be getting your H1 every day. So all levels are qualified for level 12. But once you qualify for level 1, you start receiving binary income and you get 5% of referral bonus after the first 2 persons that you refer. So let me show you here on level 2. How do you calculate the referral bonus that you will get? On the first line, we have 1 person, and under him, we have 2 people. So those 2 people under him will not generate him 5% referral bonus. But the next 4 people under those 2 people will generate 5% for the top guy. So this is how you get 5% referral bonus on top of all rewards you are already receiving. In summary, membership account receive H1 every day. All accounts are eligible for H1. HU are paid to all accounts from level 1 to level 12. HYPER points, HP also, and HRP are paid to all level from level 1 to level 12. In order to determine how many HU you are getting, you convert your HYPER points for the matching side. So when you are receiving HYPER point on left and right, it will match to give you HYPER rewards points. And you go to the max out table, depending on your level, you will get the value of your HYPER rewards points. And that will be paid to you in HU. On top of that, except membership accounts, which is the first account, all levels from level 1 to level 12 receive 5% referral bonus after their first 2 referrals. Pool income is paid only from level 5 to level 12. So if you are willing to be part of the weekly payment, you need to climb to level 5. The Dubai networking trip meeting with leaders is only for level 7 to level 12. H1 is paid to single accounts. HU is paid for ranking. HYPER point is rewards given to you by inviting people to join the system. HYPER rewards points value is between $5 to $20. Pool income is 10% of company weekly sales shared to members from level 5 to level 12. And all accounts except the basic membership receive 5% referral bonus after their first 2 referrals. And the Dubai travel for level 7 to level 12 accounts. The H1 you receive can be withdrawn in HOT. HU can be withdrawn in Hcash.